and clears the danger.
Yeah,
corner kick for Everton.
Better football from us. A bit more decisive with our passing and what have you. Just that last little pass there from Alex Iwobi was slightly under strength to Nathan Patterson, and we would have had a nice little opportunity there. Corner from Dwight McNeil in front of the Toffees,
who give Dwight McNeil some warm applause. We approach the hour mark and we await the first goal. 0-0 at Bolton, 0-0 here this afternoon. Decore's underneath it. Mope scrapping away, smashed away by Tyrese Campbell. Closing in on 150 senior appearances is Kev Campbell's boy.
Really?
Yeah, for Stoke City. Had a loan spell at Shrewsbury a few seasons ago. Jared Branthwaite. Young asks an awful lot of Dwight McNeil, who appreciates the intention.
Yeah. I was going to say, again, right intention, wrong execution.
Half an hour to go. Idrissa Gueye will pick that up for Everton. Patterson back towards Idrissa Gueye. Iwobi. Little clip ball into the penalty area. Mope's not going to win that in the air. Idrissa Gueye can't climb high enough. And somehow Stoke City fashion a clearance. And it's smacked into the crowd here. And Alex Neil summons some of his substitutes. And here we go with the commentator's nightmare. Again,
as I was saying, similar pattern to the first half. First 15 minutes we've struggled to get going, but then all of a sudden we started a few more passing moments and drills and what have you, a bit more creativity flying around the pitch. Let's hope it results in a chance that gets us a goal. Alex Iwobi.
Is this the moment? Overhits the pass. Patterson can make the best of it. Crossed into the penalty area. Good composure by Josh Lauren. Onana puts a challenge in. I think he's won a corner there, you know.
It's got to be a corner.
It has to be a corner. Well, I thought it was. Amadou Onana thought it was. Not many complaints from the Everton players.
Yeah, it was a good challenge from Onana.
Could play that one in by Josh Lauren.
Yeah. So I think that goes. I think that goes off his right ankle there, personally. But it's not been given, so there's no point in moaning about it. But here we go, Daz. Over to you. 5 subs for you.
Terrific. That's all I need. 6 substitutes coming on. Josh Timon is on. Josh Onomar is on. Andre Vidigal is on. Wesley is on. And Ryan May is on as well, just to totally disrupt the flow of the game. Nothing worse, is there?
Flowing game, did you say?
Just disrupt the flow of whatever it is out there, to be fair. 28 minutes for it to get better. Tarkowski and Wesley having a rare old tussle. Here's Amadou Onana. Back to Tarkowski. Johnson, good challenge by Onana. He does that well, doesn't he, with his standing leg?
Yeah, he does do that well. One of his strengths, that.
Just can't string the passes together consistently enough this afternoon, Everton. It's not been a good day at the office thus far, but it's more time on the grass, it's more minutes in the legs. Tarkowski. Patterson. Nice turn from Decore. Now, is there an end product? Idrissa Gana Gay tries to slide it through to Mope. Mope on the turn, gets underneath it. It's over the crossbar, but it's an attempt on goal from Everton, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there was some good football building up to that. That was some nice, decisive passes. Ball gets in and around the box, and Idrissa slides Mope in, and then he sort of flicks it up and sort of semi-overhead kick. Unfortunately, it's a good 2 or 3 yards over the crossbar. There we go, lays it off Mope, gets the reverse pass from Idrissa Gay, pops up off his thigh. He can't really control the volley though.
Mark heads it in field, but Everton win it back, and James Tarkowski can guide it all the way back to Jordan Pickford. Ashley Young, Branthwaite, .25 minutes to go. Patterson turns away, carries the ball up the field. Got Mope ahead of him.
He's got to have some options. He's got no options.
No, not a great deal. There's nobody rushing to help him out. And he looks frustrated there.
Yeah, and he's rightly so. And if that was me, I'd be bawling at some of those players out there, saying, "Give me an option."
Here we go. We've got another chance now. Again, he drives forward. Patterson lays it off to Alex Iwobi. Idrissa Gay's in space. And Alex Iwobi spots him and finds him. Idrissa Gay squeezes it wide to Ashley Young. Back to Idrissa again. Decore. Dwight McNeil just couldn't get there. It's hacked high into the air by Wilmot. Marr is underneath it. Under pressure from Alex Iwobi. Don't foul.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Daz. Do not foul him when he's got his back to goal.
Still penned in a little bit here, Stoke. And eventually Wilmot scuffs the clearance. Amadou Onana picks it up. Finds Mope inside the penalty area. Towards Dwight McNeil. He can't get a shot away. Dwight McNeil kicked the defender's foot. It's not a penalty, but could Mope have gone for goal?
See, I think a confident Mope, a confident Neil Mope may well have driven for goal there. You know, even the pass was tentative as well. Yeah, I think it's a tough one for the referee to give that.
Yeah. I think Dwight McNeil kicked the defender.
There's a little bit. There's 50-50ish, wasn't it? It's like more of a coming together than an out-and-out foul, I would have thought. But
there's your mate sprinting on. Doc Hollingsworth.
Good old Doc.
Right, break in play. Let's see if there's any messages coming through. There are loads, by the way. Thank you so much for all your time and effort in dropping us a line here this afternoon. Anthony and Carl are watching from Pennsylvania. Shout out to Harlow Gordon, watching her first game with the family. She was born just 9 days ago. Say hello from Uncle Andrew and Auntie Julia in Nuremberg in Germany. Jonathan Greenbank gives a shout out to me, and Elijah sat on the sofa in Crosby. Gordon White watching the game from the National Park in Dartmoor. We have had some exotic places this afternoon. Rick Carpenter, good afternoon guys, watching from my study in Sheffield. Say hi to Rick and also to Claire. Paul and Evie are also watching in Lanzarote, over at the same pool as my lot, on the doubt is. Mark Jones, big shout out to the Isle of Man Blues and the North East Blues as well. Rachel and Laura and all the gang up there in Newcastle. We've had the pleasure of their company a few times. They're watching it this afternoon, Diamond.
Good old North East Supporters Club. Love them. We will be back shortly. Absolutely. Hopefully we'll sort a meeting out and pop up there and see them. Dave Hudson is watching in Tokyo. Good for you. Gavin's watching from Arizona. Dwight McNeil is going to be replaced. They're not going to take any chances, and I'm hoping
with all my heart that is just precautionary damage.
I think that's just precaution. He looks all right. He's absolutely fine. That's maybe a slight knock, but nothing that won't be too sinister, I don't think. Straight down the tunnel into the dressing room. Get a little bit of ice on it, maybe, but he'll be fine. Lewis Dobbin comes on.
He started really, really well against Bolton Wanderers. Did Lewis Dobbin?
Well, that's good to hear, because he burst onto the scene a little bit, Lewis, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's had to go away. He's gone to Derby and had a season out there on loan.
That'll do him the world of good, won't it?
I don't mind it. It's like I said, it's the same with Lewis Warrington and Stanley Mills. It'll do him the world of good to go out and play a different, competitive football, and then come back and on top of that realise how lovely it is to be at Everton Football Club, by the way.
That's a great ball by Drissagay to Alex Iwobi now. Players have got to bust a gut to get into the penalty area. Iwobi brings it in field. Goes for goal, reaches Mopey. Mopey lays it back to Drissagay, and he pulls his shot wide, and
he's got to hit the target.
Mark Travers remains untested.
Yeah, I mean it's on his weaker foot, Adrissa, on his left foot, but you're 18 yards out. You've got to at least try and hit the target from there. But we've all missed them.
Yeah, I was at all those games, including the cup final.
Now.
Michael Rose to Hoover. Closed down by Lewis Dobbin.
All those messages there, Daz, just proves we are worldwide, aren't we?
Oh,
Toffees everywhere.
Global fan base. Absolutely love getting those messages from supporters all over the world. Stoke City on the attack, crossed into the penalty area, dealt with by Branthwaite, who was challenged illegally by Wesley, and that'll be a free kick for the Toffees.
"19 minutes to go."
Where's the goal? Where's the goal coming from?
It would be nice to get a goal, let's be honest with you, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you don't really, as much as, I mean, it's lovely to be unbeaten pre-season,
yeah,
but you don't want a couple of bore draws, do you?
Well, we've had somewhere in the region of 5,000 supporters over this week watching Everton against Bolton and Stoke, and it would be rather harsh for them to sit through 2 0-0 draws. Amadou Onana spreads it towards Patterson. Patterson heads it infield to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Back to the young Scotsman again. Tarkowski. And if we do draw another blank down with it, it just draws attention to it, doesn't it? And people are waiting to have a goal as we're not scoring
they
goals.
are, because they know exactly what our struggles have been for the last couple of seasons, and it's not rocket science, is it? We all know where the problem lies, but as you say, the more games that we draw blanks on, it just raises the profile at the end, doesn't it?
Johnson can't find a teammate, and nice little flip by Sean Dyche there. Throw in for Stoke. Josh Timon will take it. Iwobi. Decore, nice turn by Decore. Dobbin. Unlucky that from Lewis Dobbin. You can see the intention.
I think he's played the wrong ball myself, Daz. If he's a little bit cuter there, Lewis Dobbin, he rolls Mopey in. He was on. Don't know if we'll get to see that again.
Patterson will take the throw in. Drissagay is dispossessed. Ball goes into the penalty area anyway. Good challenge by Jared Branthwaite. Well, referee played advantage there, and now
well, it's the classic case, isn't it? You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You know, he's quite. I think he done the right thing, the referee, to try and play the advantage. But when you can't retrospectively then have the free kick as well.
Yeah. Hoover with the cross, great ball in. Comes off Patterson and goes wide. What a terrific ball that was.
It's the ball of the game, that, without any shadow of doubt, from Hoover. He's got every right to be disappointed. One of his colleagues isn't on the end of it to put it in the back of the net.
Corner kick, Stoke City, 0-0 at the Bet 365. 74 minutes on the clock. Neil Mope it was. Sorry, it wasn't. It was Jared Branthwaite in there who flashed the ball into the air. Here's Patterson. Got some energy, the boy, hasn't he?
He's a willing player, isn't he? He's a willing lad.
Eventually he just runs out of legs, I think. Here's Iwobi. Back to Drissagana Gay and field to Amadou Onana. Branthwaite. Really impressive when he came into the side during lockdown. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Gianna Branthwaite went to PSV Eindhoven to further his education. Here's Decore. Lewis Dobbin. Across the face of the goal. It's pushed away by the goalkeeper, and it'll be a corner kick, but that's what Lewis Dobbin gives you, Dan.
That's what he does give you. Yeah, that's exactly where you want Lewis Dobbin on the ball, just in and around the area there, and he's got a lovely little change of pace, Lewis, as well. I like that. Confident young lad. Take your man on, get yourself half a yard and smash it across the box. You never know what might happen, but
he's got us a corner.
Good stuff.
Alex Iwobi will take this corner. Keeper comes and gets a fist on it, and Stoke City with Wesley can clear their lines, but it's a terrible ball up the wing by Wesley.
There's no way on planet Earth, the way he played that ball with the inside of his right foot, he was ever going to be able to keep it on the pitch. You've got to play that with the outside of your foot if you've got any chance of keeping it on.
Substitution for Stoke. Coming on is number 20, Sam Sidibe, and he replaces Daniel Jones. Minutes to go. Outfield wise, Ben Godfrey, Mackenzie Hunt and Tyler Onyango are still available for Sean Dyche should he wish to shuffle his pack again.
Used to hate that one as well pre-season. If you didn't get any minutes in a game, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to be out after this game, running their socks off. Used to absolutely hate that. Fortunately, it didn't happen to me very often, though.
There's a just a game. Back to Patterson. Lame listing forward from Patterson. I think Stoke City can smell blood here, you know. On this near side, Vidigal. Good footwork by Iwobi, who is outnumbered in the end. Vidigal picks it up for Stoke, plays it in field to Sidibe. Just on the field, Sidibe didn't fancy his chances, so he plays it back to Hoover. Timon. Back to Wilmot. Josh Laurent. Seems a long time since he goes since he was booked. And again, the diagonal. Dobbin has to watch it. Sidibe picks it up.
Don't foul, Lewis.
He wants to, doesn't he? Here's Wilmot again for Stoke. Timon is wide on this near side. Timon picks it up, guides it in the middle to Vidigal. Back to Timon again. Vidigal, blocked by Tarkowski. Iwobi finds Decore. Oh, he's done well there, Decore. 4 Stoke players around him. He's done really, really well, but Ashley Young was waiting for a pass that wasn't going to arrive, and Decore's superb work was nearly undone.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of times there we've had Alex Iwobi in a really tight situation that kind of got himself out of it and then got himself back into trouble. Decore's just done amazingly to get himself out of it and given a dodgy ball away again. So you can just see there's a little bit of tiredness creeping into our play now.
And that was a tired challenge by Amadou Onana.
Well, it shouldn't be. He's only been on 40 minutes. Not even that.
Come on, look at the Evertonians there. 1 or 2 just, I think, have had enough. 1 or 2 starting to lead to avoid the traffic. Vidigal gets past Patterson. Vidigal into the penalty area. It's too deep. And Everton get away with one there. But Stoke City are finishing in the ascendancy, Diamond.
Yeah, well, again, as we mentioned in the first half, you'd expect Stoke to be a little bit ahead of us fitness-wise. And it's showing now in this last 10 minutes, last 12 minutes, shall we say, 11, 12 minutes of the game. You'd expect them to finish stronger.
Josh Lotto. Michael Rose to Wilmot. Timon. Good shackle by Tarkowski. Iwobi. Oh,
you know what he's done? He's given himself a dead leg there, Tarkowski, I think.
Lotto. Vidigal. Timon. Oh, that breaks very, very kindly for Marr. And Marr is fouled by Patterson.
Again, tired tackle from Patterson. A tackle that he really didn't have to make, if I'm honest. There are plenty of bodies around him.
Well, as time ebbs away here, Diamond, Stoke are looking the more likely victors, aren't they?
They do look the more likely to score, there's no doubt about it. But you just watch it here, I mean, the ball breaks away and there's no need for Patterson to make that challenge.
Now then, Tiana Hoover, former Liverpool player, would like nothing better than to curl this into the top bin. 9 minutes to go. Jordan Pickford organising his wall. Timon is over it as well. Hoover goes for goal, hits the wall and wins himself. No, he doesn't.
No.
Well done, Abdoulaye Doucouré. Again, super energy, and anywhere will do for Abdoulaye Doucouré. Done well there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did do very well.
On the mark. And again. Tries to dig out the pass but gets it wrong, and Lewis Dobbin takes over and it comes off. Linesman hasn't got a clue there.
No. I love that, don't you, when the linesman just looks at the referee and prays that the referee's going to give it instead of him.
Here comes Tyler Onyango for Everton. And Abdoulaye Doucouré's afternoon is done. Plenty of energy as always from Dukes again today.
Yeah, plenty of energy. Probably decent chance in the first half, wasn't it? That was excellently blocked by Stoke's Wilmot. But he's had a decent afternoon.
Well, it's another first team run out for the tall figure of Tyler Onyango. Tarkowski lays it off early to Patterson on this near side for the Toffees. Look at Amadou Onana sprinting forward. He wanted the ball played in. Patterson holds on to it, plays it to Tyler Onyango. Infield to Onana. Nice turn by Onana. Back to Idrissa Gueye. Ashley Young wide to Iwobi. Back to Ashley Young again. Onana helps it on to Patterson. Back to Onana. Low ball into the penalty area. Dobbins there. Oh, he's put it wide. What a great ball by Amadou Onana.
It was a fantastic ball. Whipped in with his right foot, just into an area more than anything. And Lewis Dobbin coming in from the left-hand side. Which I've got to say, I do always rattle on about wide players coming in and getting themselves in the box, and Lewis did that, but unfortunately he couldn't get enough purchase on it to seize it into the corner of the goal.
Clash of heads there, Tyler Onyango and Wesley.
He looks out for the count, Wesley, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does.
It's not nice to see. He's not moving.
No. Medical team were on straight away, and they've got the thumbs up, which is good to see. And we'll have the opportunity here, just for one final time this afternoon, to give some of our global supporters a mention. We make the commentary as interactive as we possibly can here on Everton FC. Luke Andrews is on the Amtrak train from Michigan. As a mention, we make the commentary as interactive as we possibly can here on Everton FC. Luke Andrews is on the Amtrak train from Michigan to Kalamazoo. Fred is watching in Tame. Looking forward to see Stanley Mills in action for Oxford next season. Tucker Lacey Phillips is in Eastern Kentucky in the USA, and in Salt Lake are Brian and Lily. We will hear, by the way, as quickly as possible on the final whistle from Jared Branthwaite, who has been lined up to speak to Sarah. So hopefully we'll get that as soon as we possibly can after the final whistle. Young man who always speaks very well. A good old head on young shoulders, Jared Branthwaite. But nobody's actually grasped the metal today and said, right, you're picking me against Fulham, have they?
No, I mean it's been a steady performance, hasn't it? Nothing more, nothing less.
Stoke have possession with Mar, edge of the penalty area. Ashley Young tidies up. Chris Gay brings it away into the channel for Mopay. Mopay's not going to get there before Wilmot, who plays it safely back to his goalkeeper, and Wesley is back on for Stoke.
Four minutes, Dazzler.
4 minutes plus added time, which for the substitutions might be another half hour. Here's Mark. Down he goes under the challenge of Tarkowski. Tarkowski looks for Dobbin. That could be a great ball. Dobbin could be in here. Can he get a touch on it? Dobbin's in on goal, and he's put it wide. Oh dear me.
Well, it's a fantastic ball. It's a fantastic ball from Tarkowski. It's a great little run from Lewis Dobbin to get behind the back of the Stoke defence, but it's that last little thing again. Can we remain composed? Can we get a decent connection on the ball and put it in the back of the net? And unfortunately the answer is no.
Here we go, where's the replay, Diamond? It was a superb forward pass.
Yeah, and the run's fantastic as well. Just that little touch there. He scuffs the shot, doesn't he?
Here's Mopay. There is still time for Everton. Amadou Onana does that really well, doesn't he? But he didn't do that awfully well. Ashley Young into the channel for Mopay. Mopay will just keep it in. Needs a bit of support. Gets it from Iwobi. Iwobi back to Ashley Young and field to Onana. Tarkowski. Good play by Patterson. Vidigal tugging away at him, but Patterson did really well. Dobbin.
Done all right there, Lewis Dobbin. Tight area, won us a throw on. That's all he could really do. Can we just fashion one last chance in these remaining couple of minutes, Dazzler?
Let's hope so. 60 seconds to go of the 90. Can Everton get the ball into the penalty area? Not on that occasion. All eyes on the fourth official. Good throw. Good take by Iwobi. Angle's very tight. Back it goes to Ashley Young. Ashley Young creates half a yard of space. Whips it in, but it's headed away by the first defender. Picked up by Branthwaite. Wide to Young again. Crosses higher this time. Keeper stays on his line. And Onyango gets a touch. Dobbin can't get the second ball. Onyango back to Tursagay. Infield to Branthwaite. Onyango back to Tursagay. Infield to Branthwaite.
Here we go.
6 minutes. Do us a favour.
I was going to say. They realise it's pre-season, yo. It's like, you know, you don't have to be absolutely letter of the law, do you?
There's no need for 6 minutes, is there?
All right, evidently one of the lads on the inside has told us that this is a new law that they had on an almighty amount of time, but
I understand that in the Premier League, but there's been no time wasting whatsoever, has there?
Oh, I mean, as you rightly mentioned, Daz, the only time added on was for the substitutions.
Here's Alex Iwobi into the penalty area. Wasn't a million miles away.
Yeah, that was one of those moments where you're not quite sure whether Alex has gone for a shot or has he gone to whip it in. I mean, my guess is it was a cross, but it ended up being neither, if you see what I mean.
Wesley, Tamar, Josh Lauren, Timon, back to Josh Lauren again. Good challenge by Amadou Onana. Yeah, I did read that they're going to clamp down heavily on time wasting this year, match officials, and
well, that's good. I've got no problem with that in any way, shape or form, but as you quite rightly pointed out, Des, I don't see where either side's tried to waste any time this afternoon.
Not at all. Vidigal. There's Mope.
Cool ball. Take him on,
Dobbin
then.
will get there before Michael Rose. Great ball left from Mope. Dobbin brings the ball in field.
No. Frustrating. But he makes good runs, you know, Dobbin. He makes good runs. He's got good movement. We've just got to all across the front areas. We've got to be a little bit better in those final third areas. We've got to somehow keep working our socks off on it to make it better for us, because that's the only thing that's letting us down, really.
On goal kick into Everton territory. Patterson sweeps it away. Free kick for Stoke. It's been a tough watch, hasn't it? No two ways about it.
It is. I mean, it's not been pretty. I mean,
they sell them all.
Yeah, I mean, we accept that it's pre-season and all that stuff, and Alex Iwobi falls to the ground. Referee stops the game. I don't know quite what happened there.
He's just caught a flaying arm.
He's holding his face, isn't he? So I think you could be right, Daz.
Referee has just checked that he's okay.
Come on, get up, Alex, or he'll be adding another couple of minutes on. Bit of a shoulder in the face. I mean, nothing too much from what I saw from the replay there, but should be okay.
Well, Travers, straight down the middle. Good climb by Branthwaite, picked up by Marr. Laurent to Vidigal, wide to Timon on this near side. Couple of minutes to go. Timon crossed into the penalty area. Tarkowski gets ahead on it. Hoover. Now then, here we go. Neil Mopay. Away goes Lewis Dobbin down the left-hand side. Mopay scampering forward. Finds Dobbin. Tonyango trying to get into the penalty area as well. Lewis Dobbin on the wide. I think that was a cross, wasn't it? The keeper pushed it over and Everton have a corner with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's positive. I like the fact that he's positive, Lewis Dobbin. He picks the ball up and his first thought is, can I take my defender on? And he does that. I mean, it wasn't the best of crosses, it must be said, and we probably got the best we possibly could have out of it in the corner.
Yeah. This will probably won't be much time for action after this. Well, Lewis Dobbin's come over to take the corner. Tarkowski's gone forward, so's Branthwaite. Deep into stoppage time. Dobbin, corner controlled by Alex Iwobi. Just dinks it back into the danger zone. Chance for Tarkowski, chance for Onana. And it's a goal! Amadou Onana has scored right at the death. And at last, the Evertonians have something to cheer. Stoke City 0, Everton 1, 96 minutes on the clock.
Well, if you're going to score a goal, leave it to the last possible second when the referee has got no time to restart the game. And Amadou Onana has slid in and tapped one in from about 2 yards.
And he's thoroughly enjoyed it.
It wasn't the best corner from Lewis Dobbin.
No.
But Alex Iwobi picked the ball up, dinked it in with his left foot. Now we'll see the replay here. Alex Iwobi just picks it up here. Just gets half a yard with his left foot, dinks it in, flicked on. Was that Patterson, Nick? Tarkowski banging it again. Like we said, how many balls does he win from crosses?
There you go.
I like that. But this is what we need to do. He needs to take the gamble there, Onana.
Yeah.
He deserves to get his little bit of good fortune because he's taken the gamble that Tarkowski's going to win. And to be honest with you, it's not even a gamble because he wins and he wins about 10 a game. So I like that. Good. Nice positive moment for the Toffees to go home on.
Excellent decision to play 6 minutes of added time, by the way.
Well done, ref.
Well done, referee. He didn't blow now, though. No, still carrying on.
Well, there's only one place this ball can go.
Yeah.
And that's straight in the box. If they're going to play it short, can you believe this? This is modern day football that I cannot possibly understand. The time's up. You get a free kick and you play it square to your mate who's 10 yards away.
They've conceded the possession. That's shocking, isn't it?
I mean, it's diabolical. Yeah. Where's your thinking? Where's your game management there?
There's the final whistle. Everton remain unbeaten